Okay, let's talk about AI. There's so much hype, right? Today, we're going to cut right through all of that noise. I'm going to show you how to take this thing called AI and turn it from just a buzzword into a real, practical tool that can actually save you time and headaches in your business, like starting today.
So if you're running a small business, you're probably looking at all this AI stuff and wondering, is this something I need to be scared of? Another complicated thing to learn? Or could it actually be my next secret weapon? Well, stick with me, because by the end of this, you won't just have the answer, you'll have a game plan.
All right, first things first, we got to get on the same page about what AI really is. Because, let's be honest, most of what we think we know comes from sci-fi movies or crazy headlines. And yeah, they usually get it wrong. So let's do a quick reality check.
Okay, this slide, this is the whole ballgame right here. At its heart, AI is just a super-powered pattern finder. It looks at a mountain of data and makes a really good guess about what comes next. What it is not is a thinking, feeling human being. It has no judgment, no common sense. It's just following a recipe it learned from the data. So think of it less like a new employee and more like a really, really smart calculator. And here's the thing that might blow your mind a little. You are already using AI. Like all day, every day. That spam filter in your email, that's AI. Google Maps magically finding you a faster route around traffic? Yep, AI. Your streaming service knowing exactly what show you want to binge next? You guessed it. It's not some futuristic sci-fi concept. It's already baked into the tech we use without even thinking about it. So today, we're zooming in on one specific flavor of AI. It's called generative AI. And the name kind of gives it away. This is the stuff that can generate or create brand new content. We're talking text, emails, marketing ideas, even images. It does this by learning all those patterns we talked about and then using them to make something new. This is the AI that's behind all the tools you've been hearing about, and honestly, it's the one that's a real game changer for small businesses.
Okay, so how do you actually put this to work? Well, I want you to start thinking about AI in a new way. Think of it as your new drafting partner, a very, very eager one. This right here is probably the single most important idea to grasp. You can't treat AI like it's the CEO. No, you treat it like a brand new junior assistant. You know, the one who's super enthusiastic, works incredibly fast, but still needs a lot of guidance. Their job is to get you that first draft, to spitball some ideas. But you're the boss. It needs your eyes, your expertise, and your final sign-off, always.
And just like that new assistant, it's got things it's amazing at and things it's pretty terrible at. The secret is knowing what to hand off. AI is absolutely brilliant at speed and quantity. Need 10 social media post ideas in 10 seconds? Done. Need a first draft of an email? No problem. But it's really bad with final accuracy, it doesn't get nuance or context, and you should never, ever take professional advice from it. It can literally just make stuff up. So your review, it's not just a good idea, it's non-negotiable. This chart really lays it out, doesn't it? The value of AI is all about saving you time. It handles the grunt work, the repetitive stuff, and what does that do? It frees you up to focus on the things only a human can do. We're talking about strategy, making smart judgments, and actually connecting with your customers. The AI does the typing, but you do the thinking. So you might be wondering, how does this thing actually learn? Well, here's a great way to think about it. Imagine you wanted to become a chef, but your only training was to read like 1,000,000 recipes. You'd get really, really good at seeing the patterns, right? You know that garlic and onion often go together, that you usually brown the meat first, but you would have absolutely no idea what anything tastes like. That's AI. It's a master of recognizing the recipe, but it has zero understanding of the flavor, of the actual meaning. Okay, so we've established that AI is our new junior assistant. The big question is, how do we give it good directions? And that, my friends, brings us to the most crucial skill you need to learn, the art of the prompt. It's really this simple. Garbage in, garbage out. If you give it a vague, lazy prompt like write a blog post, you are going to get a vague, lazy, and totally useless blog post back. The quality of what you get out is 100% dependent on the quality of what you put in. But hey, don't sweat it, because there's a super simple formula for writing great prompts. It's just 4 steps. First, give it a role. Tell it who to be. Act as an expert copywriter. Second, give it a clear task. Tell it exactly what to do. Write 3 headlines. Third, and this is crucial, give it context. Who are you talking to? What's the goal? And finally, fourth, tell it the format you want. Give me the answer as a 3-bullet point list. Role, task, context, format. That's the magic recipe. Let's look at a real example. Check this out. The role, you are a marketing assistant. The task, write a short product description. And the super important context, the audience is busy parents. See how much better that is than just saying, write a description? This prompt is going to give you something way more targeted and useful.
Okay, let's recap. You now know what AI is, how to think about it, and, most importantly, how to talk to it. So now it's time for the really fun part. Let's get into some smart, practical ways you can start using this in your business, like right now.
The trick here is to start small. Don't try to get it to write your entire business plan on day one. Start with low-risk stuff. These are perfect examples. Got a customer email you have to answer all the time? Have AI draft a reply. Stuck on social media captions? Ask it to brainstorm 5 for you. Need to write a job description? Let it take a crack at the first draft. These are the kinds of tasks where AI can get you, say, 80% of the way there in just a few seconds. It's a huge time saver.
Now, knowing what to use it for is only half the battle. You absolutely have to know when not to use it. Think of this as your safety checklist. Brainstorming, drafting, summarizing, go for it. But when it comes to final legal calls, sensitive HR stuff, or heaven forbidden, a crisis, you keep the AI far, far away. The rule of thumb is simple. It's for the starting line, never the finish line.
And that brings us to our last and I'd say most critical section. Let's talk about how to play it safe. How to use this incredible tool responsibly so you're protecting yourself and your business.
Okay, data safety. This is a big one. The #1 rule is think before you type. Stuff that's already public, like text from your website, that's probably fine. Things like your internal processes or how you figure out your pricing, be careful there. But things you should never, ever share, customer data, especially financial info, passwords, any sensitive details. You have to operate under the assumption that anything you type in could one day become public. So, if you wouldn't want it on a billboard, don't put it in the prompt.
And it's not just about data. It's about your professional responsibility. So here's your final checklist. 1. Always, and I mean always, fact check what it gives you. AI can be wrong with incredible confidence. 2. Review everything for tone and bias. Does this actually sound like your brand? 3. Be transparent. Don't try to fool your customers. And 4, the big one. Remember, at the end of the day, you are responsible for the final product. The buck stops with you. If you remember one thing, let it be this. AI saves you time, but it does not save you from accountability. It's a fantastic tool for getting more done, for buying back hours in your week, but it never, ever removes your responsibility for what your business produces. That's always on you.
So, let's bring it all home. When you cut through all the crazy headlines and the fear-mongering, what is AI really? It's the ultimate junior assistant. It's fast, it's creative, and it's basically sitting there, waiting for you to give it smart directions so it can help you get stuff done. So that just leaves one question. You have the playbook now. You know how this works. What's the very first thing you're going to delegate this week? Pick one small, annoying, time-sucking task and give it to your new assistant. Start small, play it smart, and just see how much time you can get back.